Hey guys, Vernon Croy here from DocSports.com for Tuesday, December 16th, 2025. I'm going to get to the Croy's NHL totals report here for Tuesday. That's right, totals report. First of all, give the video a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button below as we do several free pick videos for you every single day right here on the Doc Sports YouTube channel. Now, Doc Sports has been around for 53 years. I've been doing this professionally for the last 26 years. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button right now. Now, I'm currently in 8th place right now at the Circa Millions contest, the NFL contest in Vegas. 8th place out of 5,862 entries. We're currently on a 49-27 NFL season, good for $11,500 in profits. Make sure that you come back Thursday for my NFL picks right here exclusively at DocSports.com. I'm also red hot 96-59 across all sports, good for $15,710 in profits. Dating back to October 25th of this year. Make sure that you get my picks right here exclusively at DocSports.com. I do have a 7-unit college basketball play going here Tuesday. We're 24-9 on the college basketball season, good for $7,540 in profits. Get the pick right here exclusively at DocSports.com. I also have a very strong 4-unit NHL play going here Tuesday. Get the pick right here exclusively at DocSports.com. Now let's get to your NHL totals report. Your first matchup is between the Chicago Blackhawks at the Toronto Maple Leafs. This total actually opened up at 6. We're now seeing 5.5, minus 120, overs favored. I expect a low-scoring game here tonight. Chicago's obviously without Bedard. This is a Toronto team that does have a save percentage of .950 over their last 5 games, with the goals against average of just 1.57. I like Toronto on the puck line. We're also taking this game to go under 5.5 total goals. Your next matchup, we are looking at the New York Islanders at the Detroit Red Wings. This total opened up at 5.5. We're now seeing 6 pretty much across the board. There is one book still has 5.5. We're seeing 6, minus 110 across the board. I do expect a very low scoring game here tonight. I don't believe that this total should move from 5.5 to 6. The Islanders have a save percentage of .934 over their last 5 games, with goals against average of just 2.20. Detroit has a save percentage of .940 over their last 5 games, with the goals against average of 1.80. I expect a low scoring game here. We're taking New York and Detroit to go under 6 total goals. Your next matchup, we're looking at the Utah Mammoth at the Boston Bruins. This line opened up at 5.5. We're now seeing 6, even 6.5 at some books. They're anticipating a high-scoring game. I agree with that. I think they made a mistake opening it up at 5.5. It shot up to 6 pretty quick. Now we're seeing even 6.5 at some books. The over-under is 19-14 on the year for Boston. The Mammoth have a save percentage of .879 over their last 5 games, with the goals against average of 3.00. Boston has a save percentage of .908 over their last 5 games, with goals against average of 2.80. Now, the Mammoth have averaged 3.12 goals per game this season. The Bruins have allowed 3.18 goals per game. Now, Boston has averaged 3.30 goals per game overall this season. I do like a high-scoring game here. We can still get 6. We're taking Utah and Boston to go over 6 total goals. Your next matchup's between the Anaheim Ducks and Columbus Blue Jackets. This is the Anaheim team I have been very impressed with so far this season. Mostly at home. They're 11-4 at home. We're talking about the posted total here. We're looking at 6.5 across the board. 6.5 overs favored, minus 125 to minus 130. I expect actually a lower scoring game here. 6.5 seems too high for me. Anaheim has a save percentage of .914 over their last 5 games, with the goals against average of 2.60. Now, Columbus has a save percentage of just .816 over their last 5 games. I understand that. Columbus is heavily favored in this game. Anaheim just played last night. They're going to have tired legs, I believe. I like this game to go under the post total. We're taking Anaheim and Columbus to go under 6.5 odds to plus 110 actually we can get. Your next matchup, I can't touch. I do have a premium play in the Philadelphia-Montreal game. Even though it's not a total play, it might give away my play, so I can't touch that game. Next matchups between the Vancouver Canucks at the New York Rangers. We're currently seeing 5.5 across the board. 5.5, pretty much even money across the board. The Rangers have really struggled to score at home this season. I expect a very low scoring game here. The total 5.5. Vancouver's also struggled to score. The last meeting between these two teams, and the only meeting this season, back on October 28th, New York won that game 2-0 in Vancouver. Now Vancouver comes into this game, they have a save percentage of .884 over their last 5 games. More importantly, goals against average are just 2.00. The Rangers have a save percentage of .869 over their last 5 games with goals against average of 3.20. Vancouver has really struggled offensively overall this season, averaging just 2.78 goals per game. Now the Rangers have allowed just 2.71 goals per game overall this season. This is a Rangers team that has struggled offensively, averaging just 2.62 goals per game this season, but more importantly, just 1.88 goals per game at home this season. So we're going to take Vancouver and the Rangers to go under 5.5 total goals here Tuesday night. Your next matchups between the Edmonton Oilers at the Pittsburgh Penguins. This should be a really good matchup between Crosby and McDavid. I'm actually looking forward to this game here tonight. Currently, we're looking at posted total of 6.5. Basically even money across the board, -110. The way that these two teams match up against each other, they haven't played since last season, last January. They put up 8 total goals, and that was in Pittsburgh. This is an Edmonton team that has been able to find the back of the net over their last 6 games. They put up 9 goals against Seattle, 6 goals against Winnipeg, 3 goals against Buffalo, 4 goals against Detroit, 6 goals against Toronto. Their last game was a tough one. That was on back-to-back nights. At Montreal, they put up just 1 goal. I do expect Edmonton to get at least 4 or 5 goals in this matchup. Pittsburgh has been trending to the over. They just lost 5-4 against Utah at home, 6-5 against San Jose, 4-2 against Montreal, 4-3 against Anaheim. I do expect a high-scoring game here tonight, given the way that these two teams match up against each other. Now, Pittsburgh has a save percentage of just .868 over their last 5 games with goals against average of 4.00. Edmonton has been playing pretty good defensively. They have a save percentage of .894 over their last 5 games with goals against average 2.80. Now, Edmonton has averaged 3.33 goals per game this season. Pittsburgh has allowed 3.10 goals per game. Pittsburgh has averaged 3.19 goals per game. And Edmonton has allowed 3.45 goals per game overall this season. I do expect a high-scoring game here. We're going to take Edmonton and Pittsburgh to go over 6.5 total goals. Your next matchups between the Washington Capitals at the Minnesota Wild. We're looking at 5.5. It opened at 5.5. Still, some books have it. They did move it up to 6 pretty much everywhere. Even one book has 6.5. It's 6.5 at the Hard Rock. This is a very interesting game. Minnesota's favored in this game. I don't believe that they should be. If you watch my sides video on our Doc Sports YouTube channel, this is actually our shorts channel that I'm doing this video on. I don't know. The last time these two teams met in Minnesota, they put up 6 total goals. Time before that, they put up 8. Time before that, they put up 8. I do expect a high-scoring game here tonight. Washington just allowed 5 goals at Winnipeg. They put up just 1. In their second last road game, they put up 3 goals. They allowed 4 goals against Anaheim. Went over the post total. Then they put up 7 goals at San Jose. This is a Minnesota team, just put up 6 goals against Boston. I do expect a high-scoring game here tonight. Yeah, we're gonna take Washington and Minnesota to go over. We can get couple books still have 5.5. Heavy odds though, yeah, we're going to take 5.5 minus 140. Washington and Minnesota to go over the post total. Your next matchups between the Colorado Avalanche at the Seattle Kraken. We're currently seeing 5.5, one book, actually 3 books, all the way to 6, but the line did open up at 5.5. I do expect a low-scoring game here, given the way that these two teams match up against each other. Colorado, the over-under for them this season is 13-19. The over-under for Seattle is 12-18. Given the way that these two teams do match up against each other, Colorado has a save percentage of .920 over their last 5 games with a goals against average of 2.20. Now, the Kraken have a save percentage of .900 over their last 5 games with goals against average 2.60. The Kraken have struggled offensively overall this season, averaging just 2.47 goals per game, and Colorado has held opponents to just 2.31 goals per game overall this season. So you know what, we're going to take Colorado and Seattle to go under 6 total goals at odds of minus 115. Your final matchup is between the Calgary Flames and San Jose Sharks. This total opened up at 5.5. It's sitting at 5.5 still. The over's a little bit favored on the money line. We're looking at minus 120, minus 125 at some books. We have 2 bad teams squaring off here. Calgary's favored. Calgary shouldn't be favored in this game. I actually gave you San Jose on the other channel. I do expect a low-scoring game, given the way that these two teams match up against each other. They met once this season at Calgary. Calgary won that game 2-0. Now, as far as the goaltending is concerned, Calgary does have a save percentage of .928 over their last 5 games with goals against average 2.00. Now, San Jose has a save percentage of .910 over their last 5 games with goals against average of 2.80. So we are taking Calgary and San Jose to go under 5.5 total goals. That concludes the Croy's NHL totals report for Tuesday. Post in the comment section. Let me know what you think about these predictions. Definitely appreciate your time as always in winning. Vernon, Croy.